Hello, welcome to the ultimate TPOT prediction. Yay! That one inanimate insanity video I made did really well, so I wanted to make more content similar to that. And with the new episode coming out, now I have a really good chance to do it. I wanted to do this earlier, but I did not want an episode to come out before I finish the series and ruin the entire thing. So now that an episode just recently came out, I have time to get it done before I have to completely scrap everything. This series is inspired by GDNachos' BFB prediction, so yeah, go check that out. This is going to be a very in-depth prediction for what happens in the future of TPOT. I'm kind of testing the waters with this video, so if you like it and want to see more, let me know by subscribing, please! I want 1,000. That'd be really cool. Please get there. Thanks. And if this does well, I'll definitely do more. So do that. And I should probably put a spoiler warning for the TPOT 5 voting results will be discussed here. So if you do not want to figure that out, you should probably click off, but you should still subscribe to me. Yeah. Okay, let's begin. This is where we started, and this is where we're at now. I'm gonna be honest, this prediction's probably gonna be much more unpredictable than I originally thought. If I made this before the last elimination, there was gonna be no way I would have thought Cloudy was getting out. So that kind of changes my thought process on how this is gonna work. Also, it seems using alternate accounts to spam votes for your favorite contestant is a very common thing now, so I'm definitely gonna have to factor that in. It really does kind of ruin the show because people like Nowhere Near Danger gets voted out, and it's not even who actually gets the least amount of votes fairly. But this is what we gotta deal with, so here we go. In the last episode, Just Not and Death Pact again lost the challenge. I'll be starting with Just Not because they lost the challenge first. Honestly, I'm not really going to go much in depth here because it's pretty obvious who's going to get out based on the votes. I'm just going to save us a bunch of time and just say it's Naily getting out, and I'm not going to go in depth like I'm going to do with the other one. But let's get to the more interesting elimination here with Death Pact again, because this vote is pretty up in the air. I mean, it's pretty clear that Marker and Black Hole are safe. It's not even close, they're good. And that leaves us with the other 4. It's pretty close between the 4 of them, but it's been much closer. Tree has about 80 votes on the last placer, so it's pretty safe to say Tree is out of danger. Remote also has a lot of votes on the last placer, so I think Remote is also pretty safe. I mean, there's not really much to say except eliminating Fanny as a safe option here. Lightning has 14 more public votes than Fanny, and while it definitely could be anyone else, it's the safest option to go with the person with the least. Any other option would just be out of bias. So based on the votes that we know, I kinda have to eliminate Fanny here. It's time for episode 6! Yay! The first team that's gonna lose is gonna be Are You Okay? Because they're the only team that hasn't lost yet, and they need a turn. This elimination is gonna be really tough. This team has so many good characters. But sadly, one must go. The safest person, in my opinion, is Golf Ball. She clearly is a super major character on the team, and there's zero way she's getting the least amount of votes. Another person who's going to be safe is not somebody I would have said a few episodes ago, but it's Puffball. Puffball became very interesting recently, and she'll definitely have one of, if not the most votes. Someone else who's probably going to be safe is Pen. Pen has a huge fan base. I mean, honestly, I don't really get it. He's not that interesting of a character, but I can't deny it. He's really popular. This is about when I get angry. Someone who's probably going to be safe is TV. TV should absolutely be the one to go here if it was up to me. He does nothing. His joke got old after like the first time. This team has so many much better players, but I don't think TV's gonna get out here based on polls I've seen. I don't know why TV's gonna get a lot of votes, but I know he is. He's not gonna be out. Tennis Ball is a pretty beloved character from what I've seen, especially back in the day. While he might be bigger in the community than in actuality, I do think he's gonna be safe. But Golf Ball might take up all of Tennis Ball's votes. But even then, I do think Tennis Ball's not gonna get out. The bottom two is Eraser and Fries. And this is where I really get mad. Eraser is like the best character in Teapot. Whenever Eraser gets into his little shenanigans, it's the highlight of the episode. He's so much better than Pen. The world needs to see this. But from what I see, Eraser is very slept on. I never thought I'd be an Eraser advocate, but here we are. The fact that he actually might be in the bottom 2 is ridiculous. Fries is a pretty well appreciated character, but when I really think about it, I think he's really only appreciated within the smaller community. Fries is not much of a standout character, so in a vote compared to all these people, I really do not see him having that great of a chance of surviving. I know I said I'm not going to be biased, but I am not eliminating Eraser this early. But even then, I don't think Fries stands a chance. And I don't see people going super out of their way to save Fries like they would for any other character, so I have to eliminate Fries here. Now we gotta get to the other team. I think the other team that's gonna lose is the strongest team on Earth. I think that's the safest choice, because it would be way too soon to make another team lose. Firstly, we can pretty much confirm that Snowball and Grassy are gonna be safe. It's pretty obvious those two will get the most votes. I can also say pretty comfortably that Belle's gonna be safe. Belle's had a few good episodes recently, and I do think Belle is not in any danger. I also think Robot Flower is gonna be safe. Personally, I don't really like Robot Flower. I don't think she's needed, but the people like her. I think she's gonna be safe. That leaves Eggy and Basketball. Basketball is a pretty interesting character. However, she's gotten super developed already, but she hasn't really gotten much votes. She really had a good episode in Teapot 1, but that really did not get her anywhere. Eggy is someone that's not very well liked. However, they could definitely do some pretty cool stuff with her. Maybe with like Teardrop or something. And I feel like that's a very good possibility. With that in mind, and Basketball pretty much already getting as good as it gets, and not getting much votes to back that up, I'm gonna have to say Eggy's gonna be safe, and I think Basketball's gonna get eliminated here. It's time for episode 7. Yeah! The first team that I think is gonna lose is the S. They have quite a few characters that I think the writers would be okay with losing. And I'm gonna be honest, this is probably the most straightforward vote that there's gonna be. It's gonna be Ice Cube. I kinda like Ice Cube, but they're just doing that reused line joke with her, and she's not gonna get any better in the next few episodes. So I think Ice Cube's done here, especially against most of these favorites. As for the other team, I think it's gonna be Just Not, mainly because the S can't lose with teammates again. So that leaves Just Not having to lose. I'll be honest, this vote is very up in the air. I think it's pretty safe to say that Pillow would be safe, since she got the most votes last time and she's getting better every episode. Taggy is another person who I definitely think is safe. While I think more people will be tired of her over time, a very large portion of Naylee's voters will probably vote for Taggy now. Plus, Taggy's always going to have a certain group of people that are always going to vote for them. That takes us to the bottom 4, and I'll be honest, it's up in the air. While Book was in the bottom 2 last time, I'm not eliminating Book this early. Book is probably the most interesting character on that team, and has a lot more to offer. The next person I have safe is Bommy. I think Bommy will get the little boy vote. If a little boy's watching this, they really can't comprehend all these characters, and whenever it's time to vote, they're just gonna vote for the bomb who is screaming and is funny and is cool because they're a bomb. I don't think you realize how much of the audience is little kids. Bommy's gonna be safe. Now it's between Cake and Nickel. This is a pretty tough decision, and honestly, it's just gonna come down to who is more likely to get votes spammed for them. And honestly, I think that's Cake. I don't think Cake is that likable of a character, but the people that do like Cake. And Nickel's kinda boring. I think people view him as the II Nickel, but a little worse, which I agree with. I don't see Nickel really growing as much in the next few episodes. I think he doesn't have much of a story going for him. I think Cake could develop into something. I know I did a poll on my channel asking who would you vote for, and Nickel won that. But I don't think you realize how much of a small portion of the community that is. So that's not much of a reliable vote. So yeah, I have to eliminate Nickel here. Bye bye. Sin City wasn't made for you. Episode 8. Yes! I think that teammates is gonna lose. It's pretty clear. First off, Pin is safe, Quinny's safe. Get that out of the way. Even though Donut was in the bottom 2 last time, for most of the time during the elimination period, he was in the top 3. It was just people spamming votes that got him in danger. I see Gady doing the most in the next few episodes, and I think she'll be the most likely to get spammed to be safe, so I'll declare her safe. Barfbag is a pretty boring character, but she does have some fans, and like we saw last time, people will spam for Barfbag. Barfbag was in the bottom and then jumped up to the top few. And that leaves poor old Needle. Needle is pretty much done growing as a character. I don't really see much happening with her. And I also see people not really going out of their way to save Needle. So I think Needle is done. Next, I think the strongest team on Earth is gonna lose again. First off, it's very clear. Snowball, Grassy, not even close to being in danger. Just get those 2 out of the equation. Belle could get in some trouble, but I'll declare Belle safe for now. Last time she got 3rd place by quite a big margin, so I'm not gonna eliminate her. This leaves Robot Flower and Eggy. Last time I decided to keep Eggy because I thought that she would become more interesting over the next few episodes, which I still kind of agree with. I can't in good conscience save Eggy again with no changes to be seen. And while we have seen how much a couple of episodes can change the viewer's perceptions of a character, like Marker, I doubt that much of a change will happen with Eggy, and I do not want to make that bold of a prediction, because I could be completely wrong. So the safe thing to do is just to eliminate Eggy here. About a 1/4 of the cast is gone, and it's the perfect time for a rejoin! Yes! Yes! I'm not gonna lie, it's kinda hard to predict who's gonna rejoin with all these characters. So I came up with an idea. You decide! Vote for who you think will rejoin the game. I would recommend you vote for someone who you think would rejoin, but if you vote for your favorite, that's fine as well, because that's what the viewers would vote on anyways. The person with the most votes will come back, and I think this is the best way to see what the audience really wants, which is what the show is based off of. Vote using the poll in the description or comments below. Thank you for watching! If you want this series to continue, let me know by subscribing and doing all that good stuff. I try to stay as unbiased as possible, try to stay logical, and I hope I did a pretty good job at that. I don't know how to end this.